is here today too. My question is, can you say a few words about coming up projects? It was really great to see you on big screen in front of friends and request, maybe some new movies or something.
Yeah, I've got a couple of projects that I'm trying to fit in between scheduling. That's mainly the main issue, is always trying to just fit things in with scheduling. But that's films are definitely something that I want to pursue and be more a part of. That's kind of what I fell in love with this industry in the first place, is filmmaking. So without a doubt, that's the landscape I want to continue forward into. Thank you so much, James. Sorry, it was really serious.
I just want to know, how many of you guys are not from Denmark?
Chi è che non è della Danimarca?
Everyone in Denmark is like, who is this?
Not at all, not at all.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Rosa. I'm from Finland, and I've been told to ask you very passionately from someone, what is your favourite Taylor Swift song?
My favourite Taylor Swift song? Ooh, I'm not the ultimate, like I'm totally, like I know Taylor Swift songs and I know them because of the radio. I don't have her albums. I don't like, she's not like a artist like I listen to, if you know what I mean. But I like Taylor Swift, it's not like, I don't want to, oh no. But I like that one that's the, on a Wednesday in a cafe, that one. What's the, Begin Again, I like that one. And then, yeah, I like that one.
Also, there's a friend of mine I'm with here today, and she wasn't able to get your, wasn't able to get the picture taken with you, or signature. And it's her birthday today. Her name's Daniela, and she's sitting right there. And I think she'd love it if you say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Daniela! How old are you today?
Happy birthday!
She's 23.
You're 23? Good work. You made it. You and I both.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Emma from Spain, and I think this question, a lot of people want to ask this, so I don't know if you're gonna answer it. When will you give Alycia permission?
Oh, yeah.
When will you give Alycia permission to upload?
Wait, I can't hear it. Everyone, wait, hang on. I cannot hear what she's saying.
No, raga.
When will you give Alycia permission to upload the bed presents picture?
So, coming from all directions. I have heard about this. I feel like it's probably better in your heads than in reality. I'm trying to... Does she have it?
Yeah.
So I have to give her the permission.
Yeah.
Is that a situation here? Yeah. I can't even remember what the photo looks like. I have to see what the photo is.
Please.
Pixelize it and be like, what is this photo? Maybe. If I see the photo and I'm like, yeah, okay, then maybe we'll see.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi.
I'm from France, and so I wanted to know if you could choose any directors to work with in your future and any kind of movies. What would you like to do?
Good question. My answers often change on a daily basis. For who I just feel like on that particular day. I mean, I have so many favorite directors. It's really hard to pick one. Like obviously, Steven Spielberg is like a mastermind. So like if I ever had a chance to work with him, like that would be incredible. But like you know, Scorsese, like I watched Goodfellas recently, and I was just blown away by how amazing that film is again. There are so many on any given day that I watch movies and I'm like, no, that would be an incredible director to work with. But it's also, there are so many new directors and yeah. So right now, oh, and like Tarantino, like how many was that?
Yeah.
Like, there are too many. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Hello, I'm
Hi.
Maggie from Poland. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bit nervous. I'm going to read the question from the phone. In the interviews, you often give very thoughtful responses about Alycia's life before the show, before the film of The Walking Dead. And it really enriched how I perceive her character. Like, I think I understand her better because how you painted her, like, also behind the scenes and in the interviews. And I was wondering if you create such elaborate backstories to all the characters that you play. And specifically, do you have your own headcanons or your own ideas about like maybe how Lexa's life looked before the show, like how she became the commander, how her family looked like, all those kinds of things? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, great question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely do. And I think that's what's part of this job that's so fun and exciting, is building a backstory and a psychology of why this person does what they do and why they are the way they are. That's so much fun of it. With Lexa, it was hard because we were filming so quickly and there was such a dense amount of information in each episode that I was learning about the language or the tattoos or what they meant, and in hindsight I would have loved to be able to had more of that knowledge previously so I could understand it better. Because even in things like weapon training, when we were learning this fight choreography, suddenly this is, you know, training that she would have done as a child and how well she would have adapted to. I remember seeing this photo and I was thinking about it later, thinking, oh, why is my arms like this? Like if it was in reality, it would be so much stronger and she would be holding it up, or bizarre little things, because you do start to realize how dense person experience life are. And so with Lexa, that was hard, especially the meaning behind words, the accent that everyone had in the Grounders. Because I remember we were all talking about it, Ricky, me, I can't remember who else, but we all had kind of different accents as Grounders, and we were like, is it bad that you kind of sound African and I sound like weirdly Caribbean? Because we wanted to develop some sort of uniform idea, but we just shoot so fast and there's so much new material and new information, so that's sort of hard. But with Alycia, that's something I really carefully, I learned that from The 100, and I tried to carefully figure her out as a person. And I found the hardest thing was creating her as a teenager and letting her be a teenager. Because I know for a lot of people that was a criticism that they found annoying about the character, but I liked being able to let her be that, I guess. And then still go through really reasonable difficulties and challenges, but still, I don't know, have a sassiness to her. Yeah, it's hard. It changes all the time as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right,
Hello.
go ahead.
My name is Thea, I'm from Norway, and I just want to say
Frida.
it's beautiful today.
Frida,
So
Anna Rita.
many of them.
Anna Rita, vedi dove sta?
You should have seen me trying to get ready.
Yeah, so many of us is just heartbroken for not being able to get a picture today.
Oh, I'm
So,
sorry.
I just want to ask, because you've played a few characters now, and I want to know which character has given you the most as a private person and why?
Out of all the characters I've ever played,
Yeah.
the most that I ever will. The first film I ever did, when I did Martha's New Coat, that character, I was really young, but it was something, for some reason, that made me go, I gained the most from that as a private person, because I had a revelation as a person. I was realizing what I loved about it and why I loved this job, and this world, and the people around me. They all had the same sort of mind frame. So that was probably it was a catalyst. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so what's your name?
My name is Nina and I'm from Sweden.
Go ahead, Nina.
You talked about earlier how you learned a different language in the 100. I was just wondering how the process of that took place. If it's hard because because you have to know what everyone is saying while you remember your own life, because it hard because you haven't heard it.
It's really hard. That's definitely one of the challenges I've had with this job. We got sound bites that were sent to us from the creator of the language. He would read it on an MP3, send it to us with the phonetic translation and then also the written words. And I would have to just sit there for a couple of hours going over this gibberish dialogue. And the hardest part about it really is doing the A-B dialogue with someone else, because sometimes you don't know what they're saying, so you could kind of, and you also don't really know what you're saying. Like, you're saying these words, but it wasn't until a lot later could we identify as like, oh, this means that, or some words started to become, you could slip them in a little bit easier, knowing that it kind of made sense. But it's not like I learned that language because we were using really bizarre sentences, you know, like go kill the guard. Like, it's not like, you know, I like purple. It was a weird thing. But yeah, it's hard to do it with someone else in a scene, because sometimes you wouldn't know if it was your time to speak, and then you wouldn't know what to say because their gibberish suddenly was not right with your gibberish. And you kind of do have to remember it, because if you don't remember anything, then nothing comes out. And then it doesn't sound like the right kind of gibberish, if you know what I mean. There's this hilarious YouTube video, you guys should check it out. It's what English gibberish would sound like to someone. And it's this Italian music video where they basically are just singing in English gibberish. So it sounds what I imagine English would sound like to someone who doesn't speak English.
Wow. But
But it's really bizarre because they're not words. And so, I mean, yeah, you guys probably all speak a billion languages between the 1,000 of you or something. So,
Have you say something in grammar?
pardon?
Have you say something?
In
Grammar?
Grounder? Oh god, no, I don't remember any of it now, that's the thing. No, I don't remember any of it.
Blood my husband.
But yeah, so that's
just drink just down.
the answer to your question.
Thank you so much.
Hello, go ahead.
I'm Marnie from England, and I was just wondering, what was the best experience that you took away from playing Lexa?
Non ho sentito.
The best experience, there's so many. I mean, it
Che ha
was great.
chiesto?
Doing all that fight training was so awesome. And doing that main fight was the best fun. We filmed that over an entire day, and it was really hard, but you feel really good afterwards because you feel like you've accomplished something and learned something. But that whole, the 100 was really, it's a hard working show. Everyone works really hard on it and loves doing it. And I think you guys probably know that from all the actors on the show. They're also hardworking and lovely and supportive of one another. And I think it just really shows, including the cast, the crew and the writers, producers, like everyone works really hard for it. And so every day on that set, it's just that support, it makes it a good experience, yeah.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Christine from Hungary. I would just like to say something first, if I can. It's going to sound weird, but please don't judge. I was kind of there to ask you to say it. So, can you say cowbell?
Cowbell?
Why?
Cowbell. Why?
It's an inside joke.
Okay.
Cowbell.
That's so random.
Sorry about that.
No, I have no problems with it at all.
Did you win a bet just now?
Did you win a bet? Did you win money?
I might get paid actually. Just gonna collect from everyone.
Okay,
Or did you lose?
I'm here, I'm already.
No one cares.
What's the question?
My question is, how would you feel about playing a villain? Like, would you like to play a villain someday?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Villains are great characters. I mean, but Lexa, I feel like, you know, started out as a bit of a villain and kind of went in between and was and then wasn't. But that's what I think all those characters are. It's rare that you get a character where you're like, this character is truly a villain. And I think it must be different for every actor, but you often try and sympathize with that your character. So while they may be villain in everyone else's eyes, they're not necessarily to yours. But in terms of a quintessential villain, absolutely, would love to.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
I'm Reggie, and I'm from here from Copenhagen.
È l'unica di Copenhagen.
Not true.
I'm here with my group today.
Yeah!
We make shirts with the war paint on it and the rainbow. I don't know if you can see it because it's very far away.
So cool. I can't really see it, but from what I can see, it looks
It's
awesome.
like a shit thing. Because first of all, we just wanted to say thank you, all of us, for playing Lexa, because that character meant so much to so many people. You already said that earlier, but it meant so much to us as well. So thank you. And I wanted to ask if you ship Lexa as much as Eliza does.
If I should,
As much as she does, because Eliza is very...
Oh yeah. Lexa and Clark, I mean, yeah, that makes so much sense. It's a shame what happened because it would have been great, but
That's
no, I think it's you don't get to see it as often as well, and it was such a. I think what was great about it. It was never poised to be something. It was never, stated beforehand. This character is, is this sexual orientation. It was just there in the script, and
That's why it was so natural.
yeah, and I think. Yeah, so it's nice to see that on TV, and especially for the Eliza being the lead of the show. That's a really culturally important part of our generation, I think. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Does Eliza ship it a lot?
yeah.
Like, very good.
I mean, of course.
Okay, go ahead.
Io sono scioccata che...
I'm short. Really awesome everything. My question is, if you got the chance in the future to play Lexa again for a prequel to the show or something, would you do it?
I think it's more just what, if we're talking in reality, it would be just, like, obviously, right now I'm on another show, and that's what I'm doing now. But in terms of, like, if this, was ever to become something else, and I've been asked questions like, what if this was made into a movie, and, but I mean, that's just a hypothetical question, obviously, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's such an important character. It'd be funny to see someone else play it, but it's not like that's not something that's, ever, no one's posed that. I mean, they're still filming the show, and I'm filming my show, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, you, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Antonia from Finland, and I wanted to know what inspired your love for squids?
Oh, squids? Yeah. That one's been taken way out of context. I didn't realize how big a thing that would become. I think it wasn't really that. I don't know if it was that much to start off with. It's just that it's Maya's fault, really.
Yeah.
If I'm being quite honest. And I remember her tweet. I think it was originally when I got Twitter, and I didn't know and still don't really know how to use it. And I just started following, because all I follow on Twitter is like news and things I'm interested kind of in. But yeah, so I started doing that, and she was pissed off that I didn't follow her, and I was like, well, I wasn't thinking about it. I didn't know how to use Twitter. And so I think she brought up the squid thing. But really, I think I was just watching a documentary about them. And she thought that was particularly strange. But I mean, I was just sitting sitting there, mind my own business. I mean, I am. I think the giant squid is amazing. Like, I think that's the coolest, weirdest creature of the deep. And like, if I ever saw one, I'm like, what? But I wouldn't say it's my spirit animal.
What is?
What's my spirit animal?
Yeah.
I also don't know that yet. It's not a raccoon. I'm not sure. I'll get back to you on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. You, go ahead.
I'm Matthias, and I'm also from Denmark.
You're bigger than I am here.
I love all of your work, and I look so much forward to your upcoming movies and series. I think we all do, I speak for all of us. But I was just wondering, since I'm going to Vancouver, and I know that they have a wonderful nature over there.
Yeah.
What are your favorite scenes for shooting over there?
My favorite scenes?
Yeah, your favorite locations.
Favorite locations?
Yeah.
There's this, I think it's called, there's a bay there that you can go to in summertime. And of course now I can't remember the name of it. But it's this beautiful beach on the other side of the bridge. And it's secluded. Just ask what the beach is and everyone will tell you it's the same one. But of course now it's going to be cold there, so.
I was also thinking about when you filmed, like on set, what was your favorite
Oh, what was my favorite thing to shoot there? Well, it's funny, we shoot the same forest, but they make it look like a billion different places, but it's just like the one spot of land. It's like the same 7 trees. They just make it look really different. But there was one day when it was snowing in that forest, and that was beautiful. I don't see snow that often, so it was such a lovely winter wonderland. But we've also shot in like, I didn't shoot there, but there's a giant sand pit that they make to look like the desert, and that's really cool as well. It looks totally different in real life. And yeah, I mean, Vancouver's beautiful though. There's so much beauty in that area of the world.
Thank you so much for coming.
Enjoy Vancouver, but see this thing, I have more food suggestions than like I'd say go to Shazenia, it's really good sushi.
Thank you so much.
Do they serve squid?
Is squid calamari? Yeah, they're probably. It's like brown rice sushi, it's really yummy.
I'm very sorry, but time is short and we got
No.
okay, we only have time for one more question, so please go ahead. I'm very sorry, but you'll be here tomorrow as well.
I am here tomorrow.
Yes. So you go ahead. What is your question?
I'm Billy, and thank you. My question is, do you personally feel closer to Lexa or Alycia?
Lascia dire la felice. Dice Alycia, raga.
Different elements of both, to be honest. There's a part of Lexa that is in me, but I don't get to, you know, exercise that same sort of strength or I don't know, like in my day-to-day life. But with Alycia, it is a lot closer to a normal person. So I guess, to be honest, there are so many different elements of the two that I find are quite personally connected to me.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you guys so much for all your because a group of fans, they actually have a present for you to be presented here on stage. Wow, this is from these wonderful people around here. Wow, really great. Thank you guys. And now, I'm afraid time is up, but guys, please stay seated.
Yeah.
Please sit down. Please don't go anywhere yet. Stay seated. Because you can actually, yeah. Because you to go out and, give her a round of applause. One more time, guys, please.